Yo, what it do? What's happening? What's up? What's good? So in this video, we're going to talk about Slack and how I use Slack for my moving company. But before we do that, first things first, shout out to all our subscribers. Really appreciate everybody rocking with the channel, liking my videos, and subscribing. Y'all are dope. So what is Slack and how do I use it for my moving company? Let's go, man. Slack is a communication app and I've been using it since I started my moving company. All of my processes go through Slack: marketing, ops, dispatch, leads, team communication. Everything goes through Slack, and it's a game changer for your moving company, for my moving company, or pretty much any service business. As far as communication, it doesn't get better than Slack, and it's going to help you stay organized and scale your moving company. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hop on Slack's website, slack.com. You're going to want to create a profile and just check it out, man. Check out exactly what Slack has to offer, read through everything, educate yourself a little bit, take some time just to go over everything and familiarize yourself with Slack. It's really important. Today I'm going to talk about channels and all the channels that I have set up for my moving company, and I'm really hoping that this helps you guys communicate with your team, keep your team engaged, and ultimately just help you scale your moving company. When you're first starting your moving company, you're doing a lot of work. You're wearing a lot of hats. You are the ops manager. You are the dispatch manager. You are the sales team, right? You're wearing a lot of hats, and it's really important for you to be able to be organized. When you're first starting your moving company, you are a hybrid moving company owner and you're just doing so much. So it's important for you to be able to stay organized and stay on top of things. And when you're organized and you're on point, you're going to be able to scale and ultimately make more money for your moving company. So I'm going to show you guys a video created by Slack that just kind of breaks down what channels are, and then we're going to hop right into how you should set up Slack for your moving company. And I've literally been using Slack since I started. The first time that I started using Slack was when I was working in the Bay Area. I was working for a few different startups, and all the startups that I worked for out there use Slack for all of their processes, and that's how they communicated, and it just helped everybody be on the same page with all of their projects, which is really important. So this is the video. I'm going to let you guys check this out real quick. It's a quick video, 1 minute. Just check it out, and then we're going to hop into things.
Where work happens. And when you work in Slack, that work happens in channels. While email can be great for many things, it's often difficult to keep your team on track and projects moving forward. Juggling endless email chains and remembering to CC the right people is just the start of it. With channels, you can assemble the right people in one space and organize around a common goal, whether that's a project, topic, or team. When you need to get the group's attention, you can easily notify them, get aligned, and move on to the next task. Channels aren't confined to working with just people at your organization. You can also create shared channels to work with external partners, clients, and vendors. So no matter who you're working with, everyone's in the loop and on the same page. All the messages and files in a channel are saved and searchable. You can quickly find conversations from any channel within your company. You'll spend less time tracking down people to answer questions and more time getting work done. Discover a whole new way of working with channels in Slack.
Okay, cool. So that's just a breakdown of what channels are. Channels are the most important thing, and you're going to want to have a channel for every aspect of your moving company. I'm going to share with you guys all the channels that I have for my moving company, and then share with you guys the processes for each one of those channels. So you're going to want to create your workspace. I just created a workspace, Moving Company Hustle. Eventually, I'm going to give all of the subscribers access to this workspace, and we're going to be able to network and all share advice and just build a community around the Moving Company Hustle workspace. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create a team feed or a squad. We call it squad. This is our squad channel, and this is all the day-to-day operations go through this entire channel. So the guys are going to be uploading pictures of their work. So say they wrap a couch, they're going to wrap it up, they're going to take a picture of it, and they're going to upload it into Slack. If they're having issues or problems in the field, they're going to address it on the squad feed in Slack, and that way the entire company can see what's going on, and I have the opportunity to be able to address that problem, and the entire company can see it. Why is this important? Well, when you're scaling your moving company and you got multiple trucks and multiple teams out in the field, you're going to see a lot of the same problems happening every single day. Issues with parking. You're going to see issues with, say it's issues with smart moving. Whatever it is, you're going to see the same problems, and you don't want your team calling you every 5 minutes when they have a problem. When you start to scale, you need to be able to focus on sales, you need to be able to focus on growth, and you don't need to be able to have to focus on putting out really small fires. Your leads should be able to do that. So anytime there's a problem, so say there's an issue with parking, hey, I can't find a place to park. Where do I park? So your lead would post that in the squad channel, and then I would see it and I would say, hey, and I would say, go to the leasing office or talk to the customer. Let me know. If they can't figure it out after that point, then I'm going to hop on a phone call with them and help them figure out the problem, right? Help them solve the problem. But the great thing about this is the rest of the leads and the drivers and everybody else in the company is going to see that they're having an issue with parking, and that I told them specifically, hey, go to the leasing office or talk to the customer and let me know if you have an issue. So now if the other leads or the other drivers have an issue with parking, they know exactly what to do. Go to the leasing office and talk to the customer, right? This is going to save you so much time, and the entire company is going to be able to see it. You're going to want to give access to everybody in your company needs to have access to the squad feed. So all my drivers have access to the squad feed. Our sales team has access to the squad feed. Our dispatch manager has access to the squad feed as well. It's really important, right? And your guys should be uploading their work into the squad feed throughout the entire day, right? You want to track their job progress. So, you know, when I'm out in the field and I'm doing jobs, I'm taking pictures of everything. Obviously, I'm not spending a whole lot of time on my phone, but I'm taking pictures of my work and I'm uploading it. So, and it's really simple. Everybody on your team can have the app, right? And the ability to be able to upload their work, right? So, you know, say they're really proud of their wrap job, or they're really proud of how they laid out the RAM board on the floor. They're going to upload this. You know, it's my company policy that everybody is uploading to Slack daily. We want to be able to track work progress, but also it's important in case you have a customer that says they had a bad experience, the guys didn't wrap up any of the furniture, they damaged everything, right? And you know that's not the case because you've seen the guys uploading their work throughout the day. If they wrapped everything, they took pictures of it. This gives you a leg to stand on when you're dealing with difficult customers, right? Which is really important. You need a leg to stand on when you're dealing with difficult customers. So this is going to be your squad channel, and this is your day-to-day operations. If I have a company update, I throw it into Slack and I tag everybody on the team so that they see it. So, hey, we are making changes to the bonus policy. And then everybody's going to be able to see that, right? Whatever the changes are, everybody's going to be able to see it. Then I'm going to copy and paste that, and then I'm going to direct message everybody in the company about the changes, right? That way everybody's on the same page. And everybody in the company needs to respond to that direct message with a check mark, or with a thumbs up, or just a confirmation, hey, thanks for letting me know. Everybody needs to respond. That way everybody's on the same page, right? And this is really important for communication. It's going to save you time. If you have a policy update, you shouldn't have to be able to text everybody in the company individually or have this, massive team text, right? This is just a straight streamlined process, and it's going to be great. So you got to have a squad channel. Next is going to be damages, and I'm going to go over the most important ones first, and then you guys can customize it however you'd like. I know everybody has different processes in their company, but I'm going to go over the most important ones. So the one is the squad feed or the team chat, and that's the day-to-day operations, and everybody needs to be posting into that. All right, next is I'm going to go to add channel, create new channel, and I'm going to create a channel for damages. So anytime there's a damage in the field, my team's going to take a picture of the damage, and they're going to upload it to the damages feed, right? They're going to take a picture of it. It's real time. I'm going to be able to see it. Then I can start to put together a game plan to figure out how I need to address it with the customer. They're going to upload the picture of the damage. They're going to let me know what happened, right? Hey, we forgot to wrap this dresser. Totally our mistake. We should have used multiple pads. It got scratched. And then I'm going to reply, hey, we got to wrap everything. And then the entire company is going to be able to see that, right? Like that's the standard. And it's a reminder to them, hey, we got to wrap everything. So we damaged the dresser. Hey, did you guys talk to the customer? Yes, we addressed it with the customer. The customer seems really chill. She's not too concerned about it. Okay, great. Please let the customer know that we are going to follow up with them in a couple of days, or we will follow up with them later today, right? And boom, that's the process, right? That's our damages process. And every time there's a damage, my guys are uploading pictures of it, right? Every time, there's no exceptions. And you're going to hire guys that don't want to buy into this process, and that's fine. They can go find a job at another moving company, right? I bring guys on all the time, and most moving companies don't have this process in place, and a lot of guys just don't want to do it. Well, that's fine. If you don't want to buy into the process, you're not going to be on my team. Guys will say, hey, I need to focus on working. I can't be on my phone the entire time. And yeah, okay, like most guys are on their phone on the job. It's very rare that I hire somebody that it doesn't step away to shoot a text or check their social media or whatever. Some guys aren't going to want to buy into the process, but it's really important that they do. And if they don't, like, find somebody else that will. Everybody that's on my team and a part of my company, they have to buy into Slack, and that's just how we roll. That's just how we do things. So you're going to want to have the squad, you're going to want to have the damages, and this is going to help you track all of your damages. The guys can put in the customer information in there as well, the customer name, the customer phone number, boom, it's time-stamped, and you can always go back to that. The great thing about that also is you're keeping track of the damages, and then you can have a claims channel. And having a claims channel is really important, right? Because you can keep track of the claims. You can update all the information. So say they damaged that dresser, and I want to get it repaired. I can leave all the repair information for that claim right in the claim section. So I paid $200 to get this dresser repaired, and then you can upload a receipt of that repair in the claims, right? And that's really important for taxes, right? You want to keep track of everything that you pay for in regards to claims. How much did it cost to fix? Did you have to replace the item? You can upload all your receipts, and then you can have that attached to the customer name as well. And it's just going to help keep everything organized. That way, if you have to come back to it down the road, it's there, it's straightforward, it's simple. So you're going to want to have a claims channel, a damages channel, your squad feed. You're also going to want to have a pre-damage channel. This is really important, right? You have to be able to track pre-damages in the field. So what's a pre-damage? Pre-damage is a pre-existing damage to a customer's furniture. This isn't something that your team did. This is something that was already there before you even started the move. This is really, really important. A lot of people will hire movers, have a bad experience, and then not hire those movers again, and then they'll hire your moving company. But they're not aware that those movers damaged some of their furniture because those movers weren't honest, they weren't transparent, they didn't let the customer know that they damaged the furniture. So the customer doesn't know that their furniture is damaged until after you move it, and you'll take the fall for it, man. You'll end up having to replace this furniture, or you'll get into an argument or a dispute with the customer. Hey, we didn't damage this, it was already there. Well, they'll be like, well, how do we know it was already there, right? And you don't want to go through that entire process. You want to have a streamlined process in place. So you need to have a pre-damage section. So what my team does is before they even move a piece of furniture, they're taking a picture of any pre-existing damages. They're taking a picture of the scratch or the scuff, and then they're also taking a picture of the furniture in the room before we move it, right? That's our proof. It's timestamped, the guys upload it, and then they can go over to the customer and say, hey, we found some pre-existing damage. We already took a picture of it. We just wanted to let you know. It's really important. Your leads should be going through the entire house before they move anything and taking pictures of all their pre-damages on the furniture and then uploading them and having a conversation with the customer. If you don't want that to specifically be the lead's responsibility, then it can be the responsibility of your helpers and your leads as well. My helpers upload pre-damaged pictures, my leads upload pre-damaged pictures as well, and that's a consistent thing, right? Every job has pre-damages. Pretty much every single job has pre-damages, and your team needs to catch them. It doesn't matter how small they are. It's just important that they're taking the pictures of the pre-damages and uploading them into Slack. Really important. It's one of the most important channels that you're going to have is your pre-damages, right? It's just you got to catch these pre-damages before you do the move. You know, it could be a wobbly table, right? My guys are going to take a picture of the table or a quick little video of it wobbling, and then they're going to let the customer know. They're going to upload it into the pre-damages. It's a really important that your team is catching these pre-damages before they move a furniture item, because you don't want to take the fall for it. I want to see you guys run a profitable operation, and you guys don't need to take the fall for pre-existing damages. So it's just one of the most important processes that you're going to have for your moving company. So we got squad, we got pre-damages, we got claims. This is a really important one for me. This is time off, right? Anytime my guys need to take some time off, they're going to put in a request in the time off channel. Everybody has a different time off policy. I usually grant all time off requests. My guys need to take some time off, I just grant the request. I book jobs based on my team's availability. I used to just book all of the jobs, and it put me in a really tight position when I first started. I would just book as many jobs as I possibly can, and I had guys that weren't available, and I'm scrambling last minute and hiring people off Craigslist. Like, you guys know how it goes. It's important to have a time off policy, right? That's going to be the first thing that you type into the time off policy, and you're going to pin that to the channel. That way the team can always see what the policy is. And once you create your time off policy, you're going to direct message everybody on your team so that they see what the time off policy is. So time off policy, like time off policy goes here, and then you guys they'll submit their time off request, and then you can respond to the time off request with emoji. I usually do the green check, right? Hey, boom, time off request approved. Take that time off, right? And it's really important that anytime they do have a time off request, that they put it into Slack. It's just so important, man. That way we're all on the same page. I'm not overbooking jobs, right? You know, like I said, I book my jobs based off the availability of the team, and I pretty much grant every single time off request since I've started the company. I'm super flexible to work with as long as you're following this policy. Even if you needed multiple weeks off, you put the time in request, and most of the time I'm going to approve it unless it's super last minute, right? Then I'll give the person a call and have a conversation with them and try to work something out. Maybe we can make it work, maybe not, but I'm having that conversation with my employee. but most of the time I approve all time off requests, right? But it's really important that they put the request in the time off channel on Slack. Next is going to be tips. We're going to keep track of all of the company tips in the field. Now, cash tips, they're not going to put in the cash tips on here. This is just check or card or Zelle or Venmo or Cash App. They're gonna put this into the channel. So I'm going to give you guys an example. So the guys moved Mary Jane today. She tipped $50 and it was a 2-man job. So for 2 movers, we're going to say Eddie and Mike, and boom, I know exactly who the customer is, what they tipped, and who they tipped it to, right? That way, when at the end of the week, when I process payroll on Friday, I can see that the tip's in there. Once I see the tip, I go back to the contract, I go into Smart Moving, and I see if it's accurate, right? But that's a great way to keep track of tips. I also keep track of bonuses through here, review bonuses, performance bonuses. These are both things that we do for the company. Any sort of updates to bonus policy or tips, they all go through the tips section. The guys are able to see their tips there. Once I pay out that tip, I give it a little green check. Hey, I paid out this tip already. Then the guys can go onto their pay stubs and see that it's accurate. Transparent. Transparency is huge, man. You want to have transparency with your team, especially when it comes to money, especially when it comes to tips. It's just really important that everybody's on the same page, and it's important that the guys are getting paid out their tips, right? So this is our process for tips. Next on the list is truck inspection. And this one's really important. You want to be able to, you want to know what's going on with your fleet. All right, cool. So truck inspection. So this is really important. It's important that your drivers or your leads are inspecting the truck before they take it out every day. My guys need to do a 360 walk around on the truck, and then they're going to take a picture of the front of the truck, the passenger side, the driver side, and the back of the truck. They're going to open it up, and then they're going to take a picture of the cargo area inside the truck, and then they're going to upload that before they even roll out. It's just really important because you're going to hire, once you start to scale and you have lots and lots of drivers, say you have 15 to 20 trucks and you have multiple drivers driving different trucks, accidents are going to happen, and drivers aren't always going to be honest, right? They might sideswipe the side of the truck and not say anything about it, and then hopefully hoping that falls on another driver. But if you have this process in place, you're keeping track of everything, right? Like your team has to upload those pictures every day, and so you're able to see if there's any sort of damages. If there's a leak, the driver can upload it. Hey, this truck number 2 is leaking oil. Boom, I know right away, and then I can hit up my mechanic, and then we can get that issue resolved. If the truck's a complete mess, and we're going to be able to see it, right? And then we can have a conversation with the team. Hey, make sure you guys are throwing away your trash. Make sure you guys are staying on top of keeping the truck tidy. It's just a really important process. Look, all of these channels are important, man. They're going to help you stay organized. They're going to help you manage your company. They're going to help you operate your company. This is great for ops managers and your dispatch managers. This is just great for the entire company. This is why I'm able to scale my company as quickly as I am, right? All these processes just go through one app, and it helps me just stay organized. It helps me communicate with the entire team. All of these channels are important. So I hope you guys are following me. I'm just going to keep running through this. So next is going to be receipts. So this is my receipts channel. So anytime my dispatch manager has to go buy materials, he's going to get a receipt, and then I'm going to reimburse him for it. Generally with materials, we already have cards on file, but it's still important for him to get those receipts and take a picture of them. This is really important for taxes, right? Anytime your guys go to get fuel, they need to take a picture of the receipt. It's just really important. They're going to upload it into Slack. If you have a reimbursement policy, you're going to post it in the receipts section. That way everybody's on the same page and everybody's familiar with the policy. You're obviously going to send that policy direct message to everybody in the company. That way everybody's on the same page. If you have any sort of updates about your policy for reimbursements, you're going to send it to everybody. You're going to post it in the receipts section. So anytime you give your guys money for fuel, $50, hey, go down the street, fill up the truck, they're going to get a receipt, they're going to take a picture of it, and they're going to upload it into the receipts section on Slack. When your responsibility as the moving company owner is to make sure that everybody is following these plays and processes. Maybe it's your operations manager, but you need to have somebody that is continuously reminding the team, hey, this is the play, this is the policy. Make sure you're uploading your receipts. If somebody doesn't do that, you're going to message them, hey, Mike, please upload your receipt. I apparently can't spell receipt right now. Please upload your receipt for today. And then he might respond, hey, I don't have my receipt. And they're going to say, hey, man, it's really important that you're getting these receipts. We need them for our taxes. So you need to prioritize that when you're going to the gas pump, right? And he can see it. The entire company can see it. Your other drivers, your other leads. So now they know, hey, I need to upload my receipts. You can also say, hey, man, how do I know that you actually bought the fuel if you have no receipt, right? You need to upload your receipts. It's just one of the processes. All right, next on the list is leads. I keep track of my leads through Smart Moving, but we also use this to keep track of leads. And I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of how I've used this channel in the past and how I use it right now. So say somebody gives you a call. You're going to want to open up the leads channel. You're going to get all their contact information, name, email, phone number, both addresses for their move, inventory, all the information you can get from this lead, you're going to upload into the lead section. So let's say Mary has a move coming up. It's a 1-bedroom apartment. Moving from Denver to Denver. Boom, and I just captured that lead and now it's there. And I'm able to keep track of that and I can do updates. Hey, I called this customer twice. She didn't return my call. I sent her a text. She followed up with me. You're going to want to track all that information. The great thing about the leads form is you can connect the form on your website to this channel. So your form on your homepage, they're looking for movers and they're able to type in all their information in that form, and then that form you can connect directly to this channel, and then you can set up notifications, and then you get an instant notification anytime somebody submits a form on your website. So I use this for all my landing pages, and I'm able to specifically track which ads, which is important for my return on investment, right? Am I seeing a return on this advertisement? And I'm able to create the form on the landing page. They submit their information, boom, it goes right to leads, and I know exactly where that lead came from, and I can track my ROI. But I'm also able to just track all of these leads, which is really important. Say I book this job, boom, you can have a specific emoji attached to that, which is great. This is really important if you're going to be doing landing pages or for your website. I was using this before I had Smart Moving, right? So I had the form on my website, the form connected to my leads channel, and then all the leads that came in, I'd get an instant notification on my phone, and then I was able to call that customer right away, and I had all their information right there. So, depending on what you have on your form, saying its name, both addresses, email, phone number, all that information is going to go directly into your leads channel. This is going to help you keep all your leads in one place. Next is going to be insurance, right? I have a channel for all my insurance packages. So I keep my COI in here. I keep all my auto packages in here for each one of my trucks. I keep my insurance cards in here. I know exactly when my insurance is going to expire. I got all of my broker's information in here. Anything that's insurance related, I keep in the insurance channel. Not everybody in the company has access to this channel. Not everybody in the company has access to the leads channel. These are channels that I only have access to, or my operations manager has access to. You can restrict access to specific channels, which is really important, right? You need to keep some things private, and only specific team members are able to see that specific channel. So I have a channel for my insurance, and it helps me keep track of everything. It helps me budget and see exactly who I'm paying money to, or when a policy is going to expire, which is important. I'm just going to touch on truck inspection. So truck inspection, I also upload all of my insurance cards into the truck inspection channel. That way, if for whatever reason, the driver or one of the movers misplaces the physical copy inside the truck, they always have a copy of the truck insurance inside the truck inspection channel. Really important. That way, if they get pulled over, they do have that information right there. And it's for some reason it's not in there, then I can take a picture of it real quick, open the channel, send it to them. Boom, they have it, which is really important. So next on the list is dispatch manager, and you can have a channel for your dispatch manager as well as your operations manager. So I'm going to create one for both. Cool, so this one's for my dispatch manager. This one's really important. You need to have open dialogue and communication with your dispatch manager at all times. He needs to let you know if he's having any sort of issues, drivers are running late, issues with the trucks. He's going to send you as much information as he possibly can throughout the day, and let you know what's going on with him. So my dispatch manager uploads inventory, right? He's uploading pictures of the trucks. I'm able to send him the playbook for the dispatch manager, and he has to read over it and then agree to it, right? Hey, I read over everything. It looks great. Maybe we can make some adjustments here. What do you think? And we're able to collaborate on his role in the company as the dispatch manager. You're going to want to have one for your operations manager. And you're going to send your operations manager their playbook right away. Hey, this is your role and responsibilities as the ops manager. I expect you to be uploading frequently. You need to let me know where you're at with certain projects, how things are going in the field. Are you experiencing any sort of problems? How can we solve those problems? Anything that's op related, your ops manager is going to post in this channel. It's great for communication, man, and you're going to be able to track work progress throughout the entire day, and it's just going to help you make better decisions for your moving company. Next on the list is marketing. And you can keep track of your ROI, right? What marketing play you're doing right now, what platforms you're on. You can keep track of all of your social media login information in your marketing channel. That way, whoever's in charge of marketing in your company has access to all that information. That way, they're not constantly sending you emails and hitting you up. Hey, how do I get into the Instagram profile? You're also going to be able to, post their plays and objectives in there. Say you have an idea for social media marketing. You're going to be able to collaborate with whoever's in charge of marketing in your company. I do marketing right now, and anytime I have an idea, I just go into the marketing channel and I type it in there. Or if I see a really dope marketing video on YouTube, I take a copy of that link and then I put it in the marketing channel. I'm able to keep track of pretty much anything that's marketing related in this channel, and I can always come back to it later on. Did this work? Yes. Did this work? No. And this is just, all these channels are just going to help you stay organized with your moving company, and ultimately this is going to help you scale, right? Everything is in one place, and it's important that everybody in your company buys in to this process. Everybody's got to buy into the process, and it's your responsibility to make sure that they do, and that they're staying on track with everything. I also have a channel for my playbook. So once you create your playbook, you're going to want to upload it into this channel, right? And then anytime you have an update, or if you want to add an SOP, you can just add it to the channel. And anytime you have an update to the playbook or a policy update, you're going to direct message everybody in the company. Hey, we have a new policy update. Boom, send it to everybody. Now everybody gets it. They're going to have to verify, thumbs up, green check. Hey, we're all on the same page. But this is great. You'll post your playbook in here, so you'll have a playbook for your operations manager. You'll have one for your dispatch manager. You're going to have one for your leads. You're going to have one for your movers. You're going to have one for yourself. You're going to have one for your sales team. And you can have individual channels. We just use the one playbook channel, and I'm able to update everything through that channel. And it's kind of cool. You get to see, as you grow your company, the problems, as you have more problems, you're going to create more plays and more processes, and you're going to have a history of that, and you're going to be able to look back and say, wow, man, like our company's grown a lot. We used to have these problems back in the day, but now we don't, because we were able to create a process and a play, and it's just cool to be able to go back and to see that. Even with your squad channel, right? Like my squad channel goes back 2 years. So if we hire somebody, they can just hop into that channel, and then they can see 2 years worth of work, right? They can see what the standard is. They can see the problems that the team has had. They're able to go through that entire channel and just get familiar with the company, what the challenges are, and they're able just to acclimate to our ecosystem, and it's really important. I'm not going to go through every channel. I think you guys have a good understanding. I even have channels for child support payments, right? I have a channel for social media. I have a channel for hiring, recruiting. Say you have a form on your webpage, on your website for recruiting, right? That form is directly connected to your channel. So anytime a potential hire fills out a form on the website, boom, it goes right into the recruiting section. And then you can start that recruiting process. You can basically have a channel for every department in your company. And it's going to help you keep track of everything. And one of the most important things is you're the admin. You need to have an admin, right? And you need to make sure that everybody buys into the processes and nobody's trying to derail the processes. What do I mean by that? Say you have somebody, he's a new hire, he's got an attitude problem, he's constantly giving you pushback, and then he's bringing that into Slack. He just doesn't want to upload, and when he does upload, he's not doing it consistently. Or say that you have to address the company about how they're protecting the customer's furniture, and then he gives you pushback. Oh, customers are always lying. Ha ha ha. Yeah, we never damage anything. Yeah, right. Ha ha ha. If somebody's going to be trolling, and focusing on other things other than your moving company, you need to sit down with them right away and let them know that you're not going to tolerate any sort of misbehavior in your chat. It's just not good for culture. If somebody's trolling you or being negative, just deactivate their account, take them out of Slack, and then more than likely they obviously wouldn't be with the company if they don't respect you and respect your processes. But you're going to hire people that they're going to hop in the squad feed and they're going to be posting memes all the time, right? And you need to delete that shit right away. It's your responsibility to police these channels. It's your ops manager's responsibility to make sure that everybody's only posting content related to the moving company. You're gonna hire bad apples, and they're gonna try to take control of the channels, and you can't let that happen, man. It's your responsibility to police all of your channels on Slack, and just make sure that the workplace and the work environment is positive and healthy, and that everybody's just staying focused on just the work side of things. If the guys post a funny moving meme here and there, okay, that's cool. But if they get too carried away with it, you need to correct it right away. That's my video on Slack. Slack is really important for my moving company. All my processes go through Slack, and it's helped me scale my moving company to where it is today. It's important that you have plays and processes in place. It's important that your team is engaged. It's important that you're organized, and I think that Slack is the tool to help you guys do that. There's a lot of different things that you can do. Slack has an app store. You can add a bunch of different apps for scheduling. There's a lot of different things that you can do and implement into Slack to help your moving company. So I hope you guys got some value from that video. Really appreciate everybody rocking with the channel. I got to get back to work. I hope everybody's working hard, working smart, grinding, and not sweating the small stuff. Peace out, man. Peace.